It's long as hell. Alright. Yo, shalom, shalom. Imagine weapon YAHAWAH is east. Alright. Kahalayamla, Allahayanawa,
YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
Alright, we want to give double honors, Pastor Elders, Great Millstone, shalom, shalom to all you brothers out there and teach your truth in sincerity. Alright, brother Hebrew Israelites, back here once again. The prophets at the downfall of Esau's kingdom, and to bring remembrance unto the children of Israel, which consists of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, to bring them back to our God, which is Yahawah, our Lord YAHAWASHI, so it's YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Yahawah is who the square ignorant cause God. Yah means he, how it means to exist or to be. Alright, BAHASHAM means in the name. YAHAWASHI is who the square ignorant cause Jesus. Yah means he, YAHAWASHI means saves and delivers. All of this is the Paleo Hebrew tongue, which is the ancient Hebrew tongue spoken by the ancient Israelites, which are our ancestors. We must return unto that language and call upon the Heavenly Father and the Son in the correct tongue. So, no one learn that this can't such as edifying your brothers and your cool brothers and sisters.
A lot of times, they don't know, like, for example, like Genesis, Exodus, so on and so forth. They gotta know where each book is at too.
Alright, so the one that scans gestures, edifying your brothers, remember the sisters, well to learn the role of the Spirit. Since didn't get to read Jeremiah last time, because it still fits in prophecy pursuant to the times that we're in right now.
Yeah, Allah has happened. Like now it's not Allah has happened in a day, but Allah has happened in an hour. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's so much stuff I can't even keep up with all of it. With Russia. I'm hearing two things right now. One is Russia shot an ICBM, but it had no warhead. And that Russia shot a new type of weapon, which is a hypersonic medium-range missile. But I'm not sure if it had a warhead or not. But
it's still
that one they were basically test firing it, and it proved that the Western defenses that it was given to Ukraine to defend against it was futile against that hypersonic weapon. It couldn't catch up to it. But
the U.S. gave weapons to Ukraine and the Britons. Right. So the U.S. gave weapons to Ukraine and also the Britons give also weapons to Ukraine.
Oh, that was the shadow. What was it called?
The Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow.
It's named after that ninja from Cobra and G.I. Joe.
Storm Shadow.
Storm Shadow.
But yeah, with all these English-speaking nations, are attacking Russia. All of this, the Heavenly Father is escalating it. Pursuing how the scriptures start to say that he's mustering the host of the battle. He's showing them forth, and you could see them. You could see them, man. You could see basically the foundation of World War III. Because can you get that scripture where it says the second world pass is the third coming forth?
Yo, and we've been saying this for years, and especially how the apostles mentioned these men out here used to say that World War III ain't coming. World War III, there's no war.
There's not going to be any Jacob's trouble. There isn't going to be the RFID chip. There isn't going to be a mark of the beast like the way, in the way of a chip and stuff like that. But everything is literally going exactly to how YAHAWASHI has set it up to be. And when we prophesy, there's only one doctrine at the end of the day, and who has the truth? And we believe through faith that Great Millstone is where the truth is residing in. And with all these things that have happened left and right, because it's not just Ukraine and Russia, all of that. that's picking up, but it's also, you know, you got Israel and Iran. You got a lot of things that are picking up. You might not even seeing a lot of news about that right now. Iran and Israel right now.
I mean,
But
yeah, because right now the spotlight is on Ukraine and Russia, but there's still a lot going on in the Middle East, also known as Southwest Asia or just West Asia. You know, so there's a lot going on. You know, and it's increasing. There's a lot more rumors going on between Amalek and the Persians, pretty much Iran and Israel.
Yeah, that's what the scripture says, that you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and that is very evident, because every single day there's more and more rumors of wars and wars going on.
Yeah, and it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse, and it's just going to be a full-blown World War III. It won't no longer be a rumor.
It's
gonna be
escalating.
an actual fact.
It's
now.
escalating up to that.
Yeah.
and you know, over here for all of us over here in America, man, you know, it's going to spread out to the other nations as well. But we don't know how the sequence is going to be. World War III, then that, or that, then World War III. But we don't know how the sequence is going to be. But with everything that is happening, you know, remember Trump set up certain advisors, certain people in certain administrations, you know, and Elon Musk and this guy Swami, you know, they're likely going to set up the RFID because they're talking about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a type of electronic currency, right? E-coins, freaking what do you want to call it? What is it called again? Bitcoins.
Bitcoins.
I say e-coins.
They got so many. They got Bitcoins, Ethereum. What's the other one? Litecoins. But the ones on top right now is Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's Bitcoin is not going to be the prominent currency in the United States, regardless of what Trump says, because he's at the end of the day he doesn't have to say so. America still wants the top currency because America is basically the doll of the elites, or you could call it the illusion in the Wizard of Oz. You know, that illusion of the big bed, shit like that. But behind the scenes, they're the rulers. These top banking families, that they still want that dominance in terms of currency. So how are they going to set it up? They're going to, and based on how they're still pushing these cryptocurrency, because the idea that they had is called the CBDC. CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. All right, and they want to set up. They want America to still be that dominant currency. So if it's going to be a cryptocurrency, if it's going to be a type of cryptocurrency, it's got to be in control of the top banking families, regardless if it's called a CBDC or anything else. Because CBDC is just a title. It's not the main name for the upcoming currency. So if Trump's saying he's not going to let the CBDC come to pass, but they're going to call it by another name, he's going to let that slide because now it's another name. You know, the devil's in the text, man. But you see how Esau rolls.
There's another thing about Project 2025.
Oh yeah.
Right before Trump was, you know, when he was running, right before he got selected, not elected, you know, they were asking him about Project 2025, and he was like in denial. He said, "No, that ain't gonna happen. I don't want to know about that. I don't want to see." He wasn't with that. But once he got selected, just put it like that.
She said she did.
You know,
she identifies
all of a sudden he's doing something behind the scenes that has something to do with that. So he's gonna push that RFID. He's gonna push it. You know. So and to all of you dumb believers, you're gonna see that YAHAWASHI is speaking truth, you know, through the scriptures, because he got Elon Musk in there. Elon Musk, he got that Neuralink, you know, and on top of that, he got Oz, Dr. Oz, you know, that he's been pushing for that grain of rice in the hand too, So now we got one for one for the brain, and the other one for the hand. So that's Elon Musk, and that's Dr. Oz now. Now two candidates that's going to push the RFID. You know, so
Maybe it's time to
this is true. We've been saying it for a long time now. You know, and now it's coming to pass. You know, and these are not our words, even though we're saying it. This is from YAHAWASHI, from the Bible. You know,
we don't like. We speak these prophecies. We speak these things are going to come to pass. But like I said, we don't know the sequences how it's going to come to pass. We don't know the name of certain things until it's that set time. You know, to know it. But for now, you. It's like I'm all over the place. Because I'm trying to put things together and make it understandable. But I'm like confusing myself with it. But we don't know the names of certain things. Like for example, if the CBDC is not going to be called CBDC, for example, because it likely won't even be called that because it's gonna catch a lot of people's attention. They don't want that. But they can probably call it something else, for example, like digital dollars, for example. But there's a lot of scenarios of how this thing can play out. But we know the basis of it. That at the end of the day, the mark of the beast is going to come out, and we believe through faith that the mark of the beast is going to be the RFID. So anything, if they probably won't even call it the RFID. They're going to probably call it something else. Like for example, True ID, like how they set that up with the whatchamacallit. So they can change the names of certain things to get people's attention elsewhere, draw people's attention off the thing, but it's the same outcome. Still a chip within your hand. It's probably still a chip that's in your head too, because so that's prophecy that Elon Musk so happens to be in an administration position now.
They could be slick. They could be slick and call it just DigiCash. No different than the Cash App. They call it Cash App, but everything that Cash App, how it functions is all digital.
Yeah, I imagine
no real cash.
I imagine Donald Trump's like, it's gonna be like that. This is our chance to save society, to save America, to make America great again. And he starts forwarding the chip.
But it's funny how Dr. Oz guy was advertising RFID. He was talking about how
he said this is the future.
Yeah,
it's like he was so sure.
Yeah, but it's funny. I don't know about your brothers, but it's funny that his name is Oz, like Dr. Oz, like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Like really, I'm not sure if you brothers have heard, but it's been a long ass time since we've been doing this camp, and I constantly keep mentioning the scriptures talk about the land of Uz, the UZ. I'm like, this place is the land of Oz. I'm fucking from the Wizard of Oz, man.
It's so much. It's like behind Oz is pretty much the curtain. They all following in a higher order. This is why Trump himself, he's following orders. He got to follow that script.
Yeah, that's right.
He has to follow certain plans. So at the end of the day, the whole world will be tested. And that test is coming from YAHAWASHI.
This is it. This is Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz." It says, "The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked." And it's funny is that it says, "Yeah, you shall make thyself naked." And you notice how everything that Esau does, he's starting to look like a hypocrite. That's a form of making themselves naked. That's some. You get that scripture that says that shameful spewing. Oh, and you can get that in I believe it was in the book of Isaiah. Chapter 47. Stand there. What is it? Sit in the dust.
Oh yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, get that. Get that shameful spewing. But all these things are making the West. Everything that Esau does is making the West look like hypocrites. And Kahalayim like YAHAWASHI for that, man. Because this place, it's still funny to me. The Wizard of Oz, the land of Uz. I mean, of course, they're two different things, but if you look at it in a spiritual eyes, the Wizard of Oz, it's literally symbolic of America. The wizard himself and the way that he portrays himself is very symbolic of America, man. All right, and you notice how it's like very that there's that wicked witch and everything like that, you know.
It's funny. Everything is enchantments also. Notice that even on the, I think it's in the movie theaters or a TV show.
Oh,
they have a movie called Wicked. They glorifying. They're pretty much glorifying the witch. You know,
like pretty much like justifying her.
Justifying.
Like what they did with the Maleficent, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
They have a Disney series called, I think, what is it, the Descendants. But they're all wicked. They all actually like the evil, you know, characters that as a forefront, like the main characters. So this place is all full of witchcraft. I got the. All right. They say Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 15, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, and puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken. Also, that thou mayest look under nakedness. Thou art filled with shame and glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Meaning he's being exposed. He's being exposed,
right.
you know. The cup of YAHAWAH's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
That's right, shameful spewing should be on thy glory. So everything that Esau does, man, he's slipping up, and now everyone is seeing him as an enemy. You know, and low willing that it keeps picking up to the point that he slips out what the chariots are.
Yo,
the moment they slip out what the chariots are, it's also going to reveal who the true Israelites are. They're gonna see that the Israelis in the land are, who the fuck are they? Then they're gonna recognize, you know, they're gonna recognize the you know, the actual Israelites as the biblical Israelites. We don't know how it's gonna roll out. We ultimately don't know how it's gonna roll out. But you know, at the end of the day, Esau's gonna come down onto us having great wrath, knowing that his time is short. And that the world is going to know who the son of perdition is going to be, pursuant to what YAHAWASHI said, you know. Then let me get that.
Yo, Esau,
the son of perdition is revealed.
Esau's tactics aren't working anymore.
No,
the Lord's uncovering all his tactics.
Esau
All his schemes.
He's the greatest sloppy Joe right now, you know.
Yeah,
you know
every time he tries to do his little schemes, the Lord always makes him slip up, and always reveals it to the whole world.
Exactly, just like the International Criminal Court, you know, they have a warrant for the arrest for Netanyahu, but it's not going to work, because the U.S. is going to rescue him anyways. So the whole world's gonna look like, what the hell? You know what he did, and you rescuing him? You know? So he's being exposed, you know?
Yeah, that's why Esau said that the worst ever creation was the internet. Internet should have never been created, because all of Esau's lies are getting revealed through the internet.
Exactly. You know, and Esau is it's just getting worse. I remember when I was listening, because I was working, you know, listening to the apostle about the United Nations. If you look at the history of the United Nations, you know, you could ask the question even on the AI, why the United Nations was created. And it says to ensure there's peace on the earth. Where's the peace? It means that the United Nations failed miserably. There's a lot of wars going on, and why is it still a United Nation? This should have been dismantled right now, because it's going to get worse. You know, that is nothing to stop this fire, because that fire is going to keep growing, and it's going to end up on ICBM. Shalom, Yahawah, Shalom, Shalom, Barakatah.
Yo, Shalom.
Yo,
YAHAWASHI,
shalom,
YAHAWASHI. Shalom to all the brothers on the comment board. Shalom to the brother Nathan. Shalom, bro. Oh, what did you get? Right, I asked you to get something, but I forgot.
Yeah,
what
come
I
and sit
said.
in the
You read
dust.
it.
Sit in the dust. This is Isaiah. Actually, let me get this on the book.
Pero no está hecho y yo no lo voy a esperar.
Okay, I got it.
La bandeja está prendada.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks and make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
That's right. You know, in this place is going to be revealed as a big fat fucking hypocrite, and it's going to be seen as the biggest bully of the nation. I believe that was recently they called America a bully.
Yeah.
You know,
The whole world knows that.
Yeah, it's-
There was even a comedian, I forgot his name. Oh, Trevor Noah, that was his name. But he's an Amalek, anyways. He's
it requires
looks like a
devil to
Jake.
call out
He's
the
a
devil.
tear. But he said,
I remember that.
yeah, that
That guy.
America is like that big body bully on the beach, walking around like kicking sand. It's like, hey you, like just picking at everybody, you know.
Hey, you.
You know, so this is Rome, man. This is Rome. America is Rome, and the rest of the West, how they call it, is which is Europe. You know, NATO. That's all Rome. It's the same thing.
And it's funny is that Elon Musk is fascinated with that. He's fascinated with Rome. He's fascinated with the elite's plans. Because he got tapped into that or something.
Yeah.
But that dude's
It's an
fucking,
insider.
he's evil. But he makes it seem like he's for himself. Makes it seem like, he's for the people and stuff.
He's control
But
position.
he's control opposition, man.
That's what it is.
And
First one.
he's fascinated with merging men with technology. He's fascinated with that.
He's like the
Who's that?
mad scientist.
He's the creator of the Neuralink, man. And it's funny you got the creator of the Neuralink and a guy who's absolutely all for the RFID in the same administration. In the same administration, man.
It's how they're putting it together, and
Yeah.
it's
See-
looking like a TV show
see
in
how
the
it rolls
administration too. You notice that because they got the Secretary of School, Education or whatever. It happens to be the wife of Vince McMahon. If I correct me if I'm wrong. Vince McMahon. I can't even say it. From wrestling. Like what the hell? This is becoming like a joke or something. But one thing is for sure, the RFID is around the corner. It's how everything is falling in place. And then the war going on at the same time. In a growing war.
These smaller nations, bucking up and wanting to fight against America. Let the weak say I'm strong. That scripture. Let the weak say I'm strong. Beat the plowshares into swords, and they're pruning hooks into spears. The Heavenly Father is putting the hook into Magog's jaw. The inhabitants of the land of Magog. So you're gonna have Russia allying with these nations to come against America, right? It's very soon. It's very soon that America's gonna have the UN. Was it? Yeah, it was a UN, I believe. That's gonna end up hating on America.
This is Revelation chapter. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. And this is coming quickly, and it's intensifying. This is why now It's not like Allah has been going on in a day. It's not that anymore. It's a lot going on within an hour. There's a lot of things going on that it's hard to keep up, but it's there, you know, because this also the media blackout, you know, on certain things that's going on, because the focus is on Russia and Ukraine only, but there's things going on in the Middle East too. You know, it's getting worse and worse.
There's so much shit going on. Not even the news can keep up with it.
Yeah, God. And there's a propaganda going on also about going against China. You know, yeah, that's going to escalate, and that's nothing new, because back in the First World War, the Second World War, there were propaganda within the media back then, like from comic books to radios to and TVs. You know, about they could have like Batman versus what is it, Hitler or whatever, or Superman versus, you know, what's the other one, Japan, or however they go, you know, however they go about it. But that's to kind of brainwash people into saying, okay, those are the enemies, yeah, you know, they put it out there, you know.
This has been doing that for years.
Right. So it's all that propaganda. Also, it fuels them to so that way, you know, they can get the public into fighting and get into war pretty much, you know. So that's going on now, you know, and it's gonna get a lot worse now, because all it's gonna take is that if these countries they pull out, if they make a sanctions against here and or embargo, whatever they call it, sanction, embargo, whatever, you know, if the country also take away from them, you know, there's no import export. It's going to cause a war. It's going to cause a war.
Yeah,
you know,
we don't know how it's going to roll out.
It's a lot of factors that it's still leading. It's still leading to the RFID, and it's leading also to World War III.
Yo, not to mention, judgment is at an all-time high through all these years.
Yeah, the Lord is visiting, you know, and there's a lot of judgment going on too, you know. And then when the Lord visits physically, now you're in huge trouble, you know. It's gonna be a day that only the elect gonna remember when they're in the kingdom, you know. But it's gonna be a huge thing, man. You know, the Lord's coming. He's gonna be unstoppable, man. There's nothing you can do easily.
I'm gonna read this again. It's Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of the Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. It says, the cup shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and shall make shall make thyself naked." Verse 22. It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion," referring to Israel. All right. "He will no more carry thee into captivity." It's referring to the Heavenly Father carrying you into captivity. "He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of the Edom. He will discover thy sins," and that's part of the curse that goes over the face of the earth. You know, you got all these angels that keep a record of everything. And it's funny that in this very same year they decided to do a UAP hearing. You know, in this very same year, because they still Esau knows, man. Esau knows that he's being watched now. He's got enemies on all sides. He's got enemies on all sides. You can't hide nowhere. You know? You can't hide nowhere. You can't hide in the heavies. You can't hide on the water. You can't hide in the ground, because wherever you are, you're gonna be found out.
Because he's a fugitive. You know?
He's a vagabond.
He's the spirit of Cain. You know?
And a vagabond is a traveler. And I hear Apostle Gabar mention that a lot. Vagabond is a traveler, but the reason he's a traveler is because he's a fugitive. No one wants him anywhere near them. In any land that he stays, he can't stay there for long. He's gonna be run out, like a man that goes after a thief. I get the fuck out of here! Get out of here! Ah!
Especially Amalek. Yeah, especially Amalek.
Yeah, man, Amalek, man.
Amalek has a history of being pushed around.
Man,
you know?
my Abba told me that fucking Edomite workers, you know, raping fucking turkeys, man. And then my brother over here told me that there was an Edomite that raped, what was it, 48?
58 dogs.
Oh, no, it was 10 more than that. 58 fucking dogs to death. He raped them to death, man.
Might have been 48.
Weird,
I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with this? I can't even ask what is wrong with it because the scripture says the soul that is lifted up in them is not upright.
It's not upright, and you know, it kind of reminds me this old movie.
Yeah, it's something up with them. There's something up with them.
It reminds me of this old movie called Caveman. It is a comedy, Caveman, and all these cavemen, they all walking like this,
I remember that.
you know. And I think that one caveman saw his best friend. He's going like, "Oh, dude," and he go like, "I forgot his name, Dar." I think it was his name, Dar. And they went like, "Ah," and when they hug, they accidentally straighten their back.
Oh, I think they crashed into each other.
They crash into each other, and now they can walk upright. You know, like, oh, you know?
It's funny though. It's funny. But Esau's fascinated with the word Duke.
Oh, also,
That is
Yeah,
an
right.
ugly
It
fucking
is an ugly
word.
name.
Also, Duke Nukem, for example.
do you know like the cavemen and everything? Back in the day, Esau said the cavemen were like super stupid and everything, and they say that like Jake is related to the cavemen and everything, until they found out. Jake basically have 0% caveman DNA, but Edom do, and now and now they changed it until like cavemen are actually really smart, knowing to evolve and everything.
They have to change it up.
He's so stupid that he discovered fire, but knowing that the rest of the world already had fire. You know,
This dude's been in caves, man. He's a cave dweller.
he created the wheel.
He dwells in the clefts of the rocks.
Yeah,
You know, scriptures talk about that, man. You Edomites, you got your name Caucasians, man. You got majority of you so-called white people. You don't even know where that's from. You know, Caucasian. You know, it means that you're an inhabitant of the Caucasus Mountains. Caucasians.
I was gonna say that literally Esau's entire history is living under a rock.
Yeah,
That's saying, man.
Yeah, that's saying.
Living under
Where have you been? Living under a rock?
The reason
You're not aware of what's going on.
the reason Esau has this thing about civilization is because Jake taught them how to be civilized.
Man,
You know,
man, they stole it. Then they stole from the nation of I forgot the name. Japheth. The Greeks, and then from the Greeks, then the Romans. They what nation was it? What did they call it at first? It wasn't Rome first.
it was
Greece. It was the land of Grecia. Then it turned into the Roman Empire, and then the Roman Empire collapsed, just as this place is going to do.
But you notice how Esau still pushes Greece, especially Rome. But the reason, notice that he don't let go of that, because that was his first love. You know?
Yeah.
That's his first love civilization.
That's yeah.
You know?
He fight where he felt like he could be hidden. You know? And then he wanted rulership over everyone. He
Yes.
couldn't stop. He wanted more. He wanted more and more and more.
He desires as death.
Yeah, as
You know?
death, it cannot be satisfied. Shit, man.
And he's still doing that even now. You know? Still concrete. You know? And you know what? I won't be surprised that Esau, let's say Esau took over everything, now it's like one world government, right? What do you think he's gonna do next? He's gonna look up at the stars. You know? And it's not gonna happen.
I don't know. These brothers don't play space games, but because I love playing space games. Even though it's Esau, you Esau, but you can see that in these space games. How if Esau goes in the sky, this is exactly what's gonna happen.
It's the same
Like I
scenario.
mentioned before, Dead Space, Planet Cracker, he destroys planets for resource.
Yeah,
That's Esau.
exploitation.
That's something he will do.
You know, because once he got that world government, his dream is to go up in the stars, and you can see that in the movies like or series like Star Trek. Star Trek has this thing about the United Planets now. You know, these planet systems. You know that is governed. You know, so Esau has that dream. You know, and he thinks that he can just conquer anything he likes. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
And also the amount of litter you see around space.
There was even a TV show back in the 90s called Babylon 5. It's about Esau up in space in the spaceship that is I guess it's traveling through space. I don't know how the show goes, but it just shows that he wants to continue Babylon.
Yo,
Wait, Babylon 5? What the hell happened to fucking 3?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, this is 2.
Huh?
It was first Babylon, and now this is spiritual Babylon.
Oh,
Ah,
you're
you're
talking about
that.
Yeah. And then there's 3, 4, 5.
This is like a third Babylon, pretty much. There was like old Babylon, Neo Babylon, and things. This is Babylon the Great right here.
yeah, I'm gonna read
It's,
this.
it's more of a.
But it's spiritual, you know?
Here. I'm gonna read this again.
Because Esau,
I still got this.
this land
I
didn't want you to-
spiritually
I didn't want you
is
to go all
called
of it.
Sodom,
Yeah, but
Egypt,
there's a point in here
Basra,
that goes with the thing.
and it's called Rome. It's called Greeks. It has many names. It's spiritual because it's all blended into one place, which is a lot of confusion, which is why it's called Babylon. You know, a lot of confusion.
I'm gonna stop it
Oh,
for
hell
7.
yeah. It's confusing.
Here. I'm gonna stop it for 7.
I was surprised they're advertising on the subway train. They're advertising the Big Apple Circus. It's like what? What the hell they have to show? We're already in the freaking circus.
They're
Yeah.
advertised because they're not getting a lot of viewers. Because every fucking day is a fucking. It's a circus out here.
Especially here.
And you know
You
what
can't
it
even
says?
say circus in town.
You know what it says on that advertising? New show, new act. They had to change their act because it's already a circus up here. They had to think of another way how to entertain people.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I mean, back in the day, we mentioned this before, back in the day, one of the circus actress had a beard, and that was unusual. You know,
Oh, you're
I think
talking
I've seen
about
an old movie
the
like
Carnival
that.
Sideshow.
Yeah, there was an old
That's
movie
it.
of a carnival actress that had a beard on. She was a circus actress. But nowadays, now
What's
normal.
new?
What's
What's
normal
new?
here?
That's why they're not making business, because now people get to see entertainment for free. You know? And this is nothing entertainment. This is an eyesore. This place is an eyesore. You're like, man.
It is, man. It sucks to be here.
Yeah,
You know, for all of us brothers who are in this truth, it sucks to fucking be here, man.
Yo, it's like you grab a whole circus, and span it to the entire world. Do you think you want to live in that for the rest of your life?
Nah, fuck that.
You know, it's gonna be bad if your own people is even getting fed up. You know, Russia's probably salt too.
Yeah, if they're gonna do a next BioShock game, it should be based on just this right here.
This
A lot
underwater?
of madness.
Oh,
Huh?
I said this underwater,
This will be under fire.
under
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, then you look at the window, everything's burning.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things in thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Neither did this that letter. Yep. Apostle Remop did a video on that. Neither did this thou remember the latter end. That was the title. And you see how Esau is now, man? Yo, a lot of all these people, man, they don't know what's coming to them. You know, I hear that they don't want the end to come, and then they go like, you know, when the end comes, they think that only a certain amount of people are gonna die. No, there's gonna be a lot of fucking death. There's gonna be a lot of death.
That's the scriptures.
And it may even include you. Like 99% of you people.
Yo, the scriptures elaborates on that. It says, for lack of better words, it says that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, also very dark and no brightness in it. How do you not understand that? That
Yeah,
means
there's
the
no
day
hope,
of
man.
the day of the Lord. I can't even expand more on how it says it there. It says no brightness in it. It's gonna be a real dark day.
The one that was above that says was it why seek ye the day of the Lord?
Oh yeah, it says, why seek ye the day of the Lord? For what end is it unto you?
Yeah, for what end is it for you?
Oh yeah.
What end is it for you? And if you're not doing what YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do, you know, you're gonna end up dying in that day. You know? 99% of you people want to perish.
Yeah, but what
The
is
reason we're doing this work is to make it, man.
We don't want to perish.
You know? We want to make it to the kingdom, man. It was full of righteousness, unending. Well, all the things that are happening right now it's a beautiful time to be an Israelite. It really is a beautiful time to be an Israelite, to know this truth, to know what's going on.
Yeah, but what is everybody's mindset set on this month?
They only think about food and entertainment, man. Bread and circus.
Everybody's thinking about what they're gonna eat for Thanksgiving, or what am I gonna get for my?
Yo,
I'm gonna say children. What am I gonna get for my children for Christmas?
Yo,
Yeah, remember what that guy said in that video, the British guy? He said, please let us have one more Christmas. That's all you fucking think about. You only think about having a good time. I want this fucking kingdom to end this month.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I want.
We don't want to go another day.
You know? There's certain, like, it's funny to say, there's certain things that us brothers of this truth, we look forward to certain things. Like, you know, this movie. I kind of want to see this movie. And I can't wait for it to come out. You know, your kind of hobbies and stuff like that, for example. But we don't give a shit about all of that if the end is gonna come, man.
The second
we want the end. We want the kingdom above all.
the second the end comes, we're gonna forget about all that shit.
Man, we want the kingdom, man.
Yeah, what's gonna be at the top of all our brothers' minds is the kingdom. Knowing right after the day of darkness, and it's gonna be everlasting joy and righteousness.
Yeah.
That's why right now, like you said,
No need for movies anymore.
it's a beautiful time, right? But to narrow it down, it's a beautiful time for the elect.
It's a beautiful time for the elect. Yeah. These prophecies, these are the work of the Most High, and even that is beautiful. You know, to see these things come to pass. It says, when the end comes, where's it? So I think it's in the Book of Psalms, real quick. It was talking about that judgment is in the lips of the righteous. Right there. Yeah, there it is. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 23. It says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by Yahawah, and he delighteth in his way." That's right. That first of all, that's how we brothers go, man. You know, our steps are ordered by the Most High. He set these things in order. You know, and we're delighted. What is it? He delighteth in his way. We delight in the Most High's way, man. Even though we're in a wicked ass kingdom, and as very vexing as it is, you know, to walk in righteousness in a land full of wickedness, we still delight in righteousness above all. So that's why we speak so much differently than how this world goes. We speak so much differently because we don't want the prosperity of this fucking kingdom or anywhere. Any of these nations, man, any of these heathen, we don't wish the prosperity of any of them. In America, Russia, China, Japan, China. Oh, wait, that's it, China. We don't. Israel. We don't wish prosperity for Palestine, for Iran, for Iraq, for Egypt, for all these fucking Ishmaelites, you know, these Elamites, all these heathens. We don't wish prosperity for any of them. We want the ending of this entirety of the kingdom, not just America, but the entire system, everything. All these nations must go back to their own way. You know, we wish for the establishment of the Israelites, the righteous Israelites, man, ordered by Yahawah, by Hashem YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI is going to set it up, you know, the way that the Heavenly Father has ordered him to do. You know,
the ways of the nations in the kingdom is going to be just servitude. That's supposed to be their function.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're our inheritance. You are our inheritance. And it's funny is that you people think that that's such a bad thing. No, it's not. You people are gonna love to be our inheritance. Fucking A, man.
Because you're going to see the consistency of how the kingdom is. You know, how we ruling over you.
This is
we're
not gonna
we're not gonna abuse you.
Yeah,
That's what
man.
Esau does. You know?
Esau-
And
Esau-
always breaking treaties and promises. We're not gonna be like that. Everything is gonna be in order and in righteousness.
There won't be other powers. There won't be other governmental powers. It will only be Israel. There will be no competitors, weapon races, no nothing like that shit, man. There's gonna be nothing but peace in the kingdom. Even amongst you other heathens, that you are gonna be in agreement with each other. You know, you'll probably even scold one another for to be righteous. When you make trades or anything, it's gonna be fair.
They're gonna be using.
There's gonna be no scams. Why do I say that? It's because there's gonna be an Israelite mediating it.
There won't be
That's
no-
why.
I said, just imagine
Hey,
now those other heathen kingdoms gonna be threatening. Like, let's say there's a kingdom that's going off. They're gonna be threatening, oh, I'm gonna tell Israel.
nah, they're gonna be threatening. They're gonna look out the
Yeah,
window.
no,
They're gonna be
no.
looking out their window and they're gonna see like how it is in Brightburn, the glowing eyes, like looking down, like, and look, like you best watch the way you're going, man.
That's what when they
You best watch the way.
when they trading, there won't be no usury in the kingdom. There won't be no like interest, like charging you interest for the hitting fees and all that. That's what Esau does here.
But it's funny is
You
that
know?
these heathens are still gonna be in the same flesh, so they're still gonna have the thoughts of trying to do that.
That's why we're gonna put the laws on you.
Yeah.
We're gonna dump the laws on you. You're gonna follow.
We're pretty much. We probably won't even have to do anything in the kingdom because the look, or just the saying mention of the Israelites is already get them in straight. Like, oh snap, don't want that.
They're gonna fear us because we got the spirit of YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
They
man.
see us.
Mahalayim
best,
la
like,
YAHAWASHI.
Okay. All right. You know, they're gonna get themselves together.
They
right?
probably won't even want to say the name of the Heavenly Father and the Son. They won't want to say the name of the Heavenly Father and the Son because they'll be too terrified.
But first, you know, during those first 1,000 years, they're gonna be tormented. They're gonna
Especially Esau.
shit, especially.
I think that, you know,
You know?
I still speak as a man, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the heathens are gonna have an easier time than Esau, and probably even enjoy it. Rather, the way Esau's gonna fucking hate it.
He's just gonna have
Right
hell.
now, this is our hell. This is hell for everybody, but this is his heaven. So in the kingdom, it's gonna be the complete opposite. It's gonna be pure hell for him.
Yep.
But it's going to feel like heaven, a little bit of a heaven for these other nations, because they're still going to have a place. They're still going to have a place, even if it's within our borders.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Yeah,
get.
it's just we're not going to traumatize them by the night, for example. Go and rape their wives like Esau did to us. Nah, man.
Right.
Not only
You
wives,
don't do that shit. The daughters,
men.
No,
I was gonna say.
how Esau did that shit, man. He was fucked up.
I was gonna say the Lord at least here it gives us a breathing room at some point, but Esau in the kingdom he's not gonna have any breathing.
It's
He's
just
alive and dead.
It's gonna get worse for Esau. In the 1,000 years, after 1,000 years, that say he's gone. He's gonna be get rid of. You know, with riddance. That's the so he might as well just like he's living in borrowed time right now. Right now he's on borrowed time. In the kingdom, he's gonna have another borrowed time. What is that borrowed time? His life. His
His existence.
His existence, pretty much.
That's
That's another borrowed time.
He's on a trial.
That's his one more chance. Give me one more chance. Yeah.
Still.
Servitude. That's your one more chance.
Mend
You
your
know,
ways.
And then you get,
mend your ways.
yeah. It's gonna be
Through eternal servitude until the time is over.
yeah. So in
And then-
1,000 years, Esau's gonna hear like, well, everything is good. Well, yeah. Now we have no further use for you.
I'm gonna give
You know?
I'm gonna give you your mercy. Like wiping them out.
You know how Apostle Tahar says. I'm sure he was speaking as a man as well. But just like the rest of us, we don't know how it's going to roll out. These scriptures don't really talk about it like that. I won't be surprised if the Most High, either removes their souls completely from existence, or he takes their souls and pretty much changes them, puts them into the rest of the other heathens. Each one of them.
Might end up burning.
The bodies and stuff like that, yeah.
Like burn alive.
Imagine you
Like
just
you
a
get-
snap
just-
of a finger,
just-
just do the Thanos. Snap of a finger, that just you go.
Yeah, there won't be no Peter Parker like that.
Yeah,
I don't feel well. They had like 10 minutes talking.
Nah,
And then
Yeah,
disappeared.
I don't know. Speaking as a man, but just thinking about it, snap the fingers and they just turn into little leaves.
Of course, not us. That's the thing, because that's the Most High that's going to do that. But yeah, you know, the one that we even part of the elect, man. And because when we get those new bodies, our whole mindset's going to change. Even the way that we're talking about Esau, that's just going to change. Probably going to be pure hatred towards Esau and everything. Who knows? We don't know how it's going to roll.
Not only that,
Because we're gonna remember our past. We're gonna remember all our past lives, all our personalities that we had before. For example, you know, in the kingdom, we're gonna be our true selves.
Yep. Yo, not only that, throughout all the generations, if you really think about it, we've been training up our mentality and our spirit throughout all our past lives. So when we get the new bodies and we're gonna remember everything, and all the words that we're gonna be speaking is gonna be spewing wisdom, wisdom after wisdom.
I think Yahawashi
You
is
say
the
when
greatest
some of
example.
these-
Because he remembers his past lives. Did you see the way that he talked? The way that he showed force was so much different than everyone else.
I think it's gonna be just like conversation, like pretty much a conversation of heaven. Pretty much, we're gonna be in so much wisdom, you know. Oh, and when I was saying about Esau might get, he might get burned up, at the very end, before to get rid of. It says this is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there should not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Let me see.
For Yahawah has spoken.
We're gonna break down Esau to the point that he's nothing. We're gonna like from the inside out. Esau's gonna be in the kingdom. He's gonna be nothing but a servant. He's a servant of servants. He's gonna be below fucking. He's gonna be below fucking Ham for the time.
He's gonna have a little place.
Hamite.
We have to summon him to get to work.
The Hamites in the kingdom. The Hamites in the kingdom. They're gonna be that servant of servants.
They're gonna want a complete change. Just like you had us in chains, now it's going to you too. And who knows? We'll probably like, take a bath, stink, and we just summon water, go like a whole wave at you.
Yeah, I mean, if they're tracking water, you could just say, and just dry them off instantly.
Dry him off. We bring a tornado of strong wind. Dry him
It
off.
had to be like that.
Damn. Continue with this. It says, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Yahweh upholdeth him with his hand. That's why, Yahawashi represented that. When Peter fell into the water, he immediately grabbed his hand before he drowned, because Peter was calling for him. And it's the same thing every time we slip up or anything like that. We don't delight in wickedness like these people. We don't delight in wickedness like these people. We despise it. We hate that. And we call for YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI to forgive us for our transgressions, man. You know, especially BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, in the name of YAHAWASHI. Because we can't have mercy unless it's through YAHAWASHI. Keep that in mind. Alright? That's Yahweh's gift, is YAHAWASHI. You know? Make usefulness in the grace that He's given us. YAHAWASHI being that grace. Continuing, it says, what the fuck is this? Oh, the wind pushed the page. Continuing, it says, is this the... Yeah, this is it. It says, I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor the seed begging bread. Yeah, it was funny, it's because there was a dude last camp. He was a carnal man. He would not go away with nothing. It was you know, I believe through the spirit he was an Ishmaelite. He was no Israelite. That was an Ishmaelite. Because he had a zeal like towards the Most High. Of course, not according to knowledge, of course. And he had a zeal towards his brothers. You know, towards his own brethren. He wanted to do something for him and something like that. But he would not go away with nothing. But he kept calling us out on things because we said we want bad things to happen. He said, why do you want bad things to happen? How are you going to eat? And like, I'm like, you go, man. We don't worry about none of that. You know, we don't got to worry about any of that because we have the creator of the heavens and the earth as our God, as our power. You know, Yahawah and our Lord YAHAWASHI. Who of you heathens can say the same? You can't. You know? Because we have the creator of the heaven and the earth, you know, as our God, man. You got your own gods, we have ours. We are not worried, we're not worried about a single thing. He's a living God. That's right, He's a living God, man. And we serve His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI. You know, so we don't gotta worry about none of that.
That's why a lot of these unbelievers, they're gonna catch a lot of hell. They're gonna catch a lot of hell. Because that's all they're gonna think. They're gonna think, first of all, they're gonna think when everything is gonna go back to normal. They're gonna think when we're gonna eat. They're gonna think,
It's crooked.
how am I gonna survive? You know, they're gonna be so much in confusion. You know?
Oh, you saw the article talking about Sweden, I believe it was Sweden, that they're giving out people survival kits.
Oh yeah, that's
survival manuals and stuff.
That's
How to survive,
probably
how
the
to
rest of
survive,
Europe, too.
how to survive during war, and how to survive during an air raid. There won't be no air raids. Now this is you know, jets going to fly around and throw fucking napalm.
They
or
say.
any kind of airstrike or whatever. But I think there won't be no
If there
planes,
was,
there
there'll
won't be no-
probably be more advanced.
There will be no jets and stuff like that, like flying over the heads and dropping bombs like that. But
I
who knows?
guess I'm saying more three, they're going to use all kinds of.
They're going to use long-range missiles.
They're going to use all kinds. Of
It's
weapons.
possible and you know, they got all these weapons besides the ICBM. Once all that is depleted, eventually it's gonna be
It's
the
a big red button.
yeah, the red button pretty much.
Yeah.
There's no actual red button, but it's a way to say that they're gonna use the ICBM.
Figuratively saying.
Because there are movies about like launch missiles, but it takes like a sequence. Like we gotta do it at the same time.
Oh yeah, how it did in X-Men.
Or like
You had a
I think they opened up a computer.
you had
I
to
think.
call a certain
president.
you know, you just call the other outpost, for example, or whatever other whoever is in charge of that. You got to say a certain code, and you basically the other person knows that code, gets ready to do their key as well, and they both do it at the same time and unlocks
Yeah, don't-
It
yeah,
unlocks
those
a certain. It unlocks certain things.
Don't they have yeah, they have
And they have to press it at the same
they
time
have
too.
like two people that knows one part of the code and the other one knows the other part of the code.
It's just a code in general. It's not a. You don't put an actual code in. At least that's how the movie showed it. You don't put an actual code in. You say the code through that communication device or whatever. The other person who knows that code, which is in charge of the other nuclear device, knows that code, and prepares himself at the same time. They know when to prepare themselves.
And then it's like, look, 3, 2, 1,
And they basically do the key, and then they press it at the same time.
Yeah, that's how they make it. Lord have mercy. May the Lord have mercy on all our souls. But you know what's the most wonderful thing from YAHAWASHI? If Esau decides to press that button right now, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Because the elects are not how you say, it's not, what's the word, sealed, you know, right now, because the wind is being held. That's why they got cases about UFOs, UAP chariots, pretty much, you know, around nuclear bases, and they lose control. Like they had no control of their nuclear arsenal.
They're supervising it. It's supervising.
So because the time is not time yet.
two words that actually fit.
You know,
Super.
Advice means to be observed or observed or something like that.
and this is a wonderful time. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
spirit. You just mentioned. That's spirit too. It's a chariot right there.
This is a wonderful time. You know.
Yo,
And it's gonna be
You guys saw it, right?
more.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it's gonna be more evident. Yeah, it's going back into the waters, I say. You know?
but yo, it's a spirit. It's a spirit.
Yeah.
You mentioned it too.
You still see it though.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can.
Yeah, I'm not gonna continue to look at it. We still got work to do. But it's the spirit that you mentioned. You mentioned the chariots, and you know, a chariot showed up.
Oh, kind. All right, no, hold on. YAHAWASHI. You know?
This is Psalms chapter 36, verse 26. It says, "He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of Yahweh is in his heart. None of his. Oh, it's like it. The law of his God. As I meant to say. I said like that. The law of his God is in his heart, and none of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Yahweh will not leave him in his hands, nor condemn him when he is judged." It says, "Wait on Yahweh and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it." There you go. You know, when the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. So we're gonna watch Esau's downfall, man. We're gonna watch it. That's what we want to happen.
That's why we don't have to worry about how the wicked is gonna get destroyed. We just focus on this work, because we still gonna see the wicked being destroyed when we get delivered.
That's right.
You know?
You're gonna stand on that, on the CA glass, Miko will fire. You're gonna see it within these chariots, slow willing.
You want to see it far away. In
Yeah.
safety.
Right. That's why it shows a chariot looking down, like a sea of glass. You're looking down, and you see all that destruction going on. You know?
It's like personally to me, I want to meet those angels that of the chariots that I see.
What about the angels? What about the angels that actually guiding you as you go about your life?
Man, who knows
You
if
know?
those are the same?
if those are the same ones that you sometimes see, could be the same. You know, you never know. You never know.
It's like
You know, well, at least you will know. It's just now is not the time. Now is not the time to know.
and when you see a chariot like that and it's going up, it's because they're reporting.
That,
You know?
but they go down. They go
Yeah.
down, piercing through the light pollution, just so you can see them. And then once you see them, then they go right back up. To me, I see that. To me, I see that because the angels, they can report even without them being seen. So every time they're seen, it seems it's like you know, they want to be seen. It's kind of like uplifting. Kahalayim like YAHAWASHI
That was a bright chariot too.
Yeah, it was bright.
Really bright.
It got bright. It got bright, and then it, you know, it was going right back up. So
Slowly getting down.
And you never know. There's some of these stars out here. They could be chariots in itself, like on standby.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
The big ones, the big ass chariots.
No, it could be small and make it look like it's small.
Let's not forget that
This
also.
guy.
Let's not forget that also. Some stars in the scriptures is also a chariot. Like I'll give you one, like the star of Bethlehem. That was a chariot.
Oh yeah.
You know. So these chariots, they're everywhere right now. They're everywhere, and they could be, how they say, hidden in plain sight, like you saw,
Like what happened with
you know, they're hidden in plain sight. They're right in front of us.
yeah, what happened with Elisha and his servant. There's many more of us than of them. And that's when he prayed for his servant, for the Heavenly Father to allow his servant to see them. And because the servant couldn't see him, but Elisha can. You know, and he prayed so that his servant could see them. And he saw that there was many chariots, many angels.
It's like Jacob's ladder. You know, Jacob's he had a dream. It's pretty much a vision. He saw angels going up and coming down. You know, they were reporting. You know, it's like a traffic. It's like a traffic of chariots. You know.
Do it daily, man. Midnight and night.
That's why they're known as the eyes of the Lord. You know?
You know, let's get back on topic. You know, with Esau's downfall. I got Jeremiah here. You know, the brother over here, he read it before, but I'm gonna read it again. We didn't read all of it though, but
I'll read.
not today. Already got it here.
So even though we sound
Steal it from
like a
me,
broken record, it's because you're so close to the end. We're so close.
Right around the corner.
I don't know what you other camps are gonna do about it. When that MOTV start to hit, now you're gonna have to change your ways.
Yo, by the looks of it, though I speak as a man because I don't know what goes on to these other camps. I don't watch their videos, but by the looks of it, it looks like us brothers are doing the most work. Us brothers in GMS, or the bearers of this doctrine, we're doing the most work and keeping the most eyes on the times.
Us brothers that teach the Great Wilson doctrine, you should say it like that.
Yeah, I said that. I
know, these other
said
camps,
us brothers of this doctrine.
They don't talk about news in events going on. They don't even talk about that. You know, which shows that YAHAWASHI is not working with them.
Yeah, we get all these.
Only with the GMS and the ones that have the doctrine, the true doctrine, GMS, are the only ones that are actually.
All I see.
We should say the true doctrine of YAHAWASHI. It's not like that.
All these other.
Yeah, it's okay.
I said all these other doctrines that I'm seeing is either bullshit or saying some crazy ass
Yeah,
shit.
they're not getting into prophecy like that, man.
Or still fucking debating. Like they're still on the debates. What is there to debate again? The scripture says what it says.
But remember what YAHAWASHI said. They're going to continue to do these things. Remember, it says, "Let them alone, for the blind lead For the blind shall lead the blind; they both shall fall into the ditch." Roughly paraphrasing, because they're blind about the things that are going around.
regardless if they see it, they're not gonna report on it. They're not gonna make it known to the ones that are around them. It's the type of bullshit that they do, man. But Yahawashi said, let the wicked be wicked still. All these things are gonna continue all the way until Yahawashi is revealed. It comes down from the heavens.
So these other camps are they only the Lord just put them like that because they only are there just to please the world and to be us nothing. That's it. You know, because the latest thing that I heard about is some dancer or something like that.
What the hell?
Israelites
Oh
dancing.
man, nah, it's just stupid, man. Remember, it says there's a time to dance. There's a time to refrain from dancing. Yeah, I remember that scripture. That's the spirit that just came into my head.
Yeah, one day.
There's a time to dance and there's a time to refrain from dancing because it's a serious time.
Right now it's the time to refrain from dancing.
Yeah, it's a serious time right now, man.
It's a time.
Hey, there's literally no point in dancing right now.
You know how weird it is to hear some shit that happens, like some major shit, like Nuke just got slunched and all of a sudden now you just want to dance on it?
Yeah, and
They should've-
we're piping a music right now that's sad. That's sad. It's not a music that you can dance to. It's like one of those music you can't dance to it.
It's one of those music that when you hear it,
It gets you in the feels.
it's exactly. It makes you sit there and it makes you think.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
that.
think,
That
it's like
was
think
better
about
than
life.
sad, yeah.
Like you get it because there's music that is
Yeah, it helps you
motivating,
meditate.
but there's music that helps you meditate and makes
Yeah.
you think. You know?
Yeah, I like that. What came to my mind was the Electro from that one Spider-Man movie. You know, the Jake.
Oh,
I love his music. He's by far my favorite music. He has that nice, calm, you know, nerdy music, and then all of a sudden it transforms into electronic, evil sounding music. It's very transformed.
So we speaking of the same thing.
Yeah.
Does it help you think?
No, it doesn't help me that. I'm just trying to use it as reference because there's some music that gets. I don't know where I'm going with this. Like,
Oh, there's lo-fi music. A lot of times, people who's for artists artists listen to lo-fi chill music because
Artists,
it helps them think when they're drawing.
Artists, huh? I remember Bakari played
Oh, yeah.
a certain lo-fi music.
No,
while he
I was just
doing lessons.
using that as an example.
And he plays certain lo-fi music while he's doing lessons, and it sounds so good. Like the music sounds so good because it literally helps you think.
For me,
It helps you think spiritually.
for me, it's listening to
It's hard for me.
inspirational instrument music. And inspirational instrument music when you're meditating. It helps you think. Meditate.
listen to soft classical music. You know?
this might be a
I
little.
don't like classical that much. Only certain types.
This might be a little off topic. I think I was watching Apostle videos, and I keep going to comments. And I see fucking
Honestly, my favorite.
seeing a woman in there saying, "Could you please turn down the music? It's distracting."
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I saw some brother put a comment like, "How's that distracting? It helps me. It helps me focus."
People just want to focus on madness in music today. The music today is garbage.
Yeah, so
I think
back
my
to the
favorite
point is
genre
that the music you should not be dancing right now. You should be refraining from dancing because the music that we're piping right now is not a type of music that you can dance to. It's not a type of music that you can dance to, man.
And I gotta appreciate
That's that. It's not the type of music that you're not dancing properly. I say it like that because it's the type of music that you shouldn't be moving your legs too much. It should be more of a
Music that makes
because
you
that
cry.
scripture it says we are piping to you not dance. It's because you're not doing it properly.
you could save those dances for the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, instead of wasting your legs here on this side.
It's
You
one
know?
it's one of those musics that you just listen to. You sit down and you start tearing. That's one of those kind of music.
Because
You know, I gotta appreciate it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment in the day of death than the day of one's birth. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men. And the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter. For by sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
The heart is made better because you start thinking about certain things.
Right.
And the reason it says that a good name is better than precious ointment is because you'd rather die for something than die for nothing. Or you rather die for something than live for nothing.
That's Rambo.
That's Rambo.
Rambo said that.
You see?
He died for.
You rather die for something than die for nothing, and you rather die for something than live for nothing. It applies both ways. If you're gonna live for nothing, then it's pointless. If you're gonna die for nothing, it's also pointless. So
Pointless death.
at least move yourself for something, and die for that something.
YAHAWASHI, he said it best too.
I love how they added that quote in Mortal Kombat when you do a brutality, and I like how he says it and the portal opens up back to his own world. He walks in and you either live for nothing or die for something. He walks out like a badass.
Right?
Wait, who's this?
I had to bring that up. Somebody got that. Somebody get that scripture. YAHAWASHI said.
No, who said that?
Yeah, it's fucking me.
I can put it right in my. But I'm gonna continue. All right, I'm gonna continue. The heart, verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise
Put a 2 to it.
than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as crackling of thorns under a pot,
That's it.
so is laughter of the fool. This is also his vanity.
That is you know, like the song of fools is not an actual song, you know, but it's kind of like you know how people rather hear a lie than the truth kind of thing. And it's kind of the similar kind of fashion, but the fact that certain dudes are not being occupied in prophecy and being distracted by entertainment, you know, that's pretty much a song of fools. The entertainment. So these trying to basically get these people's eyes off of something, you know, something that is like, you know, pleasing to hear, pleasing to see.
I got it on simple English right here. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 verse 1. Having a good reputation is more valuable than expensive perfume. It's also better to think about the day you will die than the day you were born, because it reminds you that life is short. It's better to go to a funeral than a party, because it helps you remember that everyone will die someday.
Yeah, think about what the fuck you've been doing. You know, and that's what it means by examining yourself. See, what's funny is that there was this Twitter thing that I saw, this Twitter video. I just mentioned it before. It was this dude that was interviewing older people, like older people, and he kept asking them what did they regret in their life. And a lot of them said for a carnal vanity. You know, they regret it. They regret going after money, after cars, after women, all these type of things. What they said that was more worth it is family. Is basically keeping ties with your family. You know, having someone with you when you die. For example, if you're gonna die in a bed, at least. But you know, having good memories, pretty much. Remembering the moments, rather.
It just shows where their mind's at in this kingdom, you know.
Yeah. So that's why he speaks like that. Because us brothers, we know that there's an end to this kingdom. That we're not gonna have some prosperity or whatever in this fucking kingdom, man. We want an end to this kingdom. And if we're gonna die for anything, we'd rather die for YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. You know, but if we don't die, we rather live for YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI.
So either way, YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI still got us.
He's our forefront. And what we want the most is the truth, man. It's the kingdom. You know?
Let me start again. It is better to go to a funeral. You don't really supposed to go to a funeral, Anyways, so it says here, it is better to go to a funeral than a party because it helps you remember that everyone will die someday. This can make you think more seriously about life. Being sad can be good for you because it helps you think more deeply about life.
Why say life? I mean, you should be thinking about yourself. In examining what pleases the Most High, what doesn't. You know, you should be changed. You should be, if anything, you should be living for the Most High. You know, this is what does it say? What is the whole purpose of man? You know,
it's like saying, what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? Well, it's right in front of us. Running that book, the scriptures.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. That's the whole point.
Yep.
That's the whole entire thing.
That's
it's not hard.
It's the whole duty of man.
Everything else you can do. Everything else you can do. But the foremost thing you should be doing is fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Yeah,
how do you do that? Everything that He asks you to do, tells you to do it. No ifs or buts. The Most High is true and every man is a liar. Everything that the Most High does is righteous. Regardless if he's going to commit genocide. And he is in these coming days.
Yo.
To us brothers of this truth, it's righteous.
Yo, if the Lord...
all these people fucking deserve it.
Yo, if the Lord's going to commit genocide, maybe you should start thinking. Start thinking why. Why it needs it.
Yeah, man.
Because the Lord has a reason for everything.
Yeah.
Just like to the smallest molecule has a purpose. There's a purpose for the genocide the Lord's bringing.
And it's not just going to be a specific people. It's going to be all the nations of the earth. A genocide onto all of them. You know? And all these people deserve it, man.
Every time.
Or the young, the old.
Yeah, every time I hear somebody who's so-called innocent dies, I always gotta remember something. The Lord doesn't kill innocents.
Hey,
So
men,
He
women,
kills
and
for a
children.
reason.
All of them.
You gotta specify innocent, like carnal innocent, because
Yeah.
the Lord, He's just. He's just in His judgment. There's no mistakes.
I don't care. I don't care if that kid grew up to be the nicest kid, giving out homeless money.
Help a lady across the street, whatever.
The Lord kills him, then something wrong.
There's something wrong, regardless, even if he did it in his past life. I mean, he's gonna know why that happened to him. Was in the spiritual
Just
world.
talk about that the Heavenly Father is not a respecter of persons. He's not a respecter of persons. The Heavenly Father does not look at the outward appearance of people. He looks at the inward thought. The inward things. You know? Not the outward. Doesn't matter how good the person is. How good, at least in your how they portray them to be.
I'm gonna continue. Wise people think about serious things, while foolish people only think about having fun. It's better to listen to someone who is correcting you than to listen to someone who is just trying to make you happy. The laughter of a foolish person is like a sound of a burning thorn. It's just a waste of time.
Blinded by the light.
And you see that a lot, like people always want to hang out, being in parties and all that, everything, good time. But a lot of the people that you ask, have you seen the news? Nah, I don't watch the news. It's too much bad news out there. It's always something happens, man. It makes somebody depressed. What? That's the whole point. You're supposed to. I'm not saying to be depressed is a good thing, but stop and freaking think, man. It helps you.
Guys,
It
stop and
helps
think.
you
What are you gonna
think
do?
about, about the consequences of being wicked,
Yeah,
pretty much, man.
if that comes to you, what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do? You should think about what are you gonna do and how you're gonna survive during that time. Not in the carnal aspects, but a lot of people will be carnal. Knowing that the end is around the corner, they start seeing the things that is seen as like as signs of the ending. People, that's all people look for is fucking signs. You know. But this prophet's been out here for years, man. And Kahalayim la YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI for bringing us into this truth, man. Because, you know, like then, I still remember the moment we came into this truth, man. Things haven't been kicking off like that during that time, but nowadays it's a time to be alive. It's a time to be alive and being in this truth, man. You know, man.
That's what Babylon's going to be a place. It's going to be a place of judgment. You know, all the 12 tribes are here. You know, more than ever now, especially with the immigrants here. They're all coming over here just to be judged. You know, ultimately, it's to be judged. You know, so you gotta get your shit together because it's just the how do you say it? Should I say the clock is ticking? How about the seconds? You know? And you know about the doomsday clock. Notice that the doomsday clock hasn't even moved. And look how far it is into it's already World War III pretty much. You know? But I think they update the doomsday clock like yearly. Should be updating that shit every minute. Every minute. You know?
They shouldn't even be trying to calculate when the end is going to be in the first place.
They probably won't be able to move that doomsday clock. When shit hits the fan, who the hell's going to move that doomsday clock when everything's on fire? And that doomsday clock will probably be on fire too.
When shit happens, they're like dying. You're right when they do it.
Time's up, Esau. Time's up, man. That's why the Lord's coming as a thief in the night. You're not going to have... by the minute you notice that he's cracking them clouds, you're not going to have time to move that doomsday clock to midnight.
You two stop talking.
A lot of you, 2/3, you're going to get caught like in a very bad position, man. You know?
Okay, I'm gonna read Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind." It says, "And will send unto Babylon fanners that will fan her, and shall empty her land. In the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. Against them that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifteth up in his brigandine, and spare not her young men, destroy utterly all her host." And that's what's gonna happen, man. You know, it is funny is that Russia's specializing on their missiles right now. And these missiles are symbolized as arrows. And archer with different arrows. This is the type of arrows, man. You got short range arrows, you got long range arrows, it's pretty much short bows and long bows. That's what you got right now.
They're making more. And they seem to be tweaking it.
Yeah, continuing it says, "Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldees, they that are thrust through in the streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God. Yahawah of hosts, though the land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. And we're in the process of delivering our souls, man. You know? Until Yahawashi comes back. Actually, man, what's a good way to actually say it? It's like, well, until Yahawashi comes back is when we're truly delivered, man. You know? But we're in the process by doing this work. You know? Of course, it was predestinated all the way in the foundation of the earth, man.
Yo, this is us. This is us getting our ticket, our
Yeah,
VIP ticket.
It's that golden ticket, like fucking Willy Wonka.
Right.
Willy Wonka's fucking his place, man, his factory.
That's why
You get that golden ticket.
there's nowhere to go but up. That's it. You know?
go but up. Yeah, that's right.
You know?
It's funny how you see a lot of these movies when an explosion happens in the cave. How do you escape that explosion? And if it happens, the only way out is up. You see the flames going upwards. To push it in, he went out. So
This place is gonna be it's gonna be a hot soup. It's gonna be hot soup.
it
Spicy.
continuing, it says
No flavor.
Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the 8 nations are mad. And right now, that's happening, man. We're seeing it. We're seeing it happen before our eyes, man. The hypocrisy of America is being revealed. All right, America being Babylon, Babylon the Great. The hypocrisy of America is being revealed, man, before our eyes. That's the first. Well, that's not the first, but like
It's
that's
rare.
the first in a while.
It's rare.
Very rare. It says, this title says Babylon has fallen. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her and take balm for her pain so that she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go let us go into his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. No, that was I slipped up a tongue. I'm gonna start over then. It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment have reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. So no one's gonna miss America, man. That it's literally seen as the golden city. Everyone wants to be like how America was.
Yo, you know,
Everyone's trying to replicate their cities after New York City, man.
Even the enemies of America, they still function. They function somewhat like America because the philosophies of America has been influenced throughout the whole world.
Yo, you know what's ironic? That America's called the Golden City, but the kingdom and America is literally going to be replaced with a Golden City, with an actual Golden City.
An actual gold-plated city, literally.
Yep.
That's what you
But
see.
the roads are paved with gold.
That's why you got like McDonald's in China. Or they got Disney in China, like Disney World, like roller coasters or whatever they have in China. They got all these influence, American influence all around the world. You know, except for Russia now. But still, Russia's still influenced by Babylon, anyways, because they had once upon a time they had a McDonald's, right? But when America put a lot of sanctions on Russia, to the point, Russia got rid of McDonald's, but they made their own version of McDonald's. It's still influenced by Babylon, anyways. You know,
I'm starting to say any fucking country that has a McDonald's, they're influenced.
they're all influenced.
Fucking that shit's everywhere, man.
Every country is influenced because they all have the internet.
Good.
They got the internet. They got their own news outlets. They got presidency. They got the democracy. They got communism. Every one of you fuckers are influenced, man. You got communism. You got democracy. You got all of these stupid ass systems and shit like that. Part of the UN, part of the NATO, part of these. All these things are literally a system of America.
It's like a Roman influence.
I have to say
Yeah.
the only people that are not influenced are those cannibal tribal-men down on their own little island.
You call
the
it
one that-
fourth world
The one that
countries.
attack anybody that gets on their
Yeah,
island.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
cannibals down on own island. Man, so many fucking funny stories from that. Some Christians just go over there and convert them.
You know, they could be among, they could be Jake among them people.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're not actually cannibals.
I won't be
They're on an
surprised.
island. Where they're gonna eat themselves? Highly doubt that.
You know, it was pretty funny because some Christians tried to go over there and convert them. Guess what happened to him?
That type of thing, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised they wanted to kill him. Because they're trying to influence and shit, you know? Look at that.
Maybe they acquire a small radio or something that teach them a little history about how Easter was. It was ready.
They know. That means the devil.
Oh, they saw in their eyes, they consider a phenomenon. Like, what is that? Some kind of ghost coming this way. Shoot him.
Get out of here.
You know? Because he's pale face.
Continuing, verse 10. It says, Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. It says, come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes in his device against Babylon to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple. There. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh had both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measures of thy covetousness. And I believe that's where this is from an old lesson. Remember correctly, because right when it says thou, was it? Right here it says thou that dwellest upon many waters. America's literally surrounded by water. It's a continent that's isolated from the other continent. It's literally surrounded by water, man. You know, unless you want to go far up north. You know, but nobody goes over there because they want to go by the way of ships. Right? You can't go. It would be incredible hassle to travel through
I
ice.
believe they use that as a little.
But, huh?
I think they use that the Northern Sea for.
No, it was it was the Southern Sea. They used that for. You talking about trading?
I'm thinking like more. How am I gonna put this? More fucked up trading. I don't know.
Oh, I had no clue about
I won't be
that.
surprised if they use it like that. I don't know.
But, yeah, they're from. I still remember a little bit of that. You know, I remember the brothers mentioned that. The America's literally surrounded by water. They're literally isolated from the rest of these other nations. That's why you got North America and you got South America, but they're both Americas. At the end of the day, regardless of whatever nation's in the South America, it's still controlled by America itself.
Yeah, because they got puppet governments in South America, Central America. You know, they got puppet governments. You know, but at the end of the day, the elites control all of them.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be the enemy or should I say friendlies? No, because whether West or the East, whatever, these elites have a hand on it. You know?
To me, I think Muslim.
Mexico too. Mexico got a woman president, but her background, she's Amalek. Yeah, she's Amalek.
Yeah, they're about to do the same thing.
You know? Right. Amalek got a hand on everything. In all kinds of media, foods, you name it. They got a hand of everything. Even if Ishmael is right there in the corner, you know, and they got their own shop, at the end of the day, Amalek control Ishmael too.
Hey, go over to their products. You look behind it, you might see a K or a P.
Okay, or sometimes a U, depending.
Oh yeah, sometimes a U, yeah.
You know?
And they got a hand in literally everything. Man, I don't know. That's a good example. Famous Amos. Famous Amos cookies. It's called Famous Amos. I'm sure your brother's seen it. You know, the old-fashioned Famous Amos cookies. If you look behind it, it had a portrait of a Judite on it, because he's the one who created those cookies, the recipe of it. You know, it was before it was organic cookies, pretty simple. But now that company is bought by Amalek. You see a kosher symbol on it and everything, man. And then they remove the picture. They removed the picture. They still have a story, but watch that story over time change because nobody's going to read it. No.
It's like you can't let Esau. Well, I'm not gonna say you can't let Esau, but if Esau's, let's say, the world don't end. Like let's say 200 years from now, you know, you're gonna see Mike Tyson with blue eye and blonde hair. You know,
Oh, yeah.
and all the famous Jakes out there.
The
you know?
greatest wrestler in history, Mike Tyson. Fucking blonde hair, blue eyes, light skin.
Shit. Esau always been doing that, always changing things up. You know, rewriting history. Because at one point they were trying to make it like Jake came over here as immigrants. Like we never came over here in chains. You know. Always changing things
Came
up.
over here voluntarily.
Voluntarily. You know.
If East Wars continue that, you know, that rice Uncle bin, they're gonna change that logo to Edomite.
Shit.
Esau's a fucking asshole. And there won't be no 200 years. Praise YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI for that.
Oh yeah,
Kahalayim la YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI.
one thing I've been realizing, a lot of things that says that Edom created, if you dig deep enough, you will realize that Edom's just a face of it, and everybody thinks that he created it. But if you dig deep enough, most of the things that are created by him are created by Jake.
Yeah, man, street. You got
And
your
a
street
lot
lights,
of it,
man.
a lot of it is from slavery.
You got
They
your
were
street-
slave masters.
You got your traffic lights. You got your game councils. Go figure. You don't ever see that mentioned. Game councils were created by Jake.
Did they remove Aunt Debbie from her own product? Some Jake grandma?
Oh, that's Aunt Jemima.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, on Jemima.
Yeah.
They removed her though?
Yeah.
They did? Oh, damn, I didn't know about that.
They renamed it, I think. They also
That's
renamed
the pancake?
it. Yeah, the pancake syrup.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Well, actually, why the fuck am I surprised?
Esau has a habit
Look at
of invading even your own heritage and then assimilate.
Yeah,
He does it to
keep
all the
still,
nations.
man.
He assimilates. It becomes like that nation, and then he starts saying, okay, now we're the original. Just like the Russians today, it's like the French today, it's like the you know, you name it.
I believe also the that one ginger-looking head logo lady on for example, on the cream pie. You know what I'm talking about, right? She has circles.
Oh,
Cream pie,
little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
Oh,
big.
little David. Oh.
Yeah, I believe that was Jake that made that.
I got mixed up. The logo.
You never know. You never know. You know, because a lot of the best recipes and the best products actually was created by Jake. You know, it won't be Esau. Esau don't know how to do a damn thing. You know,
Yeah,
Jacob is the former of all things. You
The
know,
rest of the heathens don't know how to do it. There's a certain food, I don't really like it that much. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually created by heathen, because the taste of it is far too sweet. It doesn't have so much flavor. It's just sweet. What's that? Ishmael has it. It's a certain it's a certain food. It's kind of like a croissant, but it's kind of layered.
oh like it's like a bear claw.
It's kind of like a bear claw, but it's Ishmael's.
Balaclava.
Balaclava, yeah. That's just Ishmael's. And
Yes, pistachios.
I don't like it. I don't like it. This thing's far too sweet. Far too sweet. It's at that point it's just a bear. At that point it's just a bear claw, but it lacks the actual, you know, like flavoring, other than being sweet. It's kind of like what else? What's that? Like their hot sauce. Man, their hot sauce sucks too. Dude, it's just hot. There's no flavor. It's the same thing with the balaclava. It's just sweet. There's no flavor.
It needed more of a balanced essence. To it.
Yeah, but when it comes to Esau, it's bland.
It's bland.
It's bland. Just bland. Like, it doesn't have a hot. It's not sweet. It's not. It doesn't have flavor. It's just bland. It's just white rice with nothing.
And he's either undercooked or overcooked.
It's either undercooked, not even overcooked, man. They don't even know what overcooked is.
You remind me of this a
They
cook.
find overcooked as burnt.
This a Edomite lady. I think her name is Rachel Ray from the food channel or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a video about her making some kind of chicken enchiladas. She said she's going to teach us how to do enchiladas. She said she loves Mexican food. She was making some kind of recipe and on a TV show, but it had on the other side of that screen of video, it shows Issachar watching her video how she does it, and Issachar's like, no, that's terrible. You just ruined it. That's not how you do it, you know.
You just ruined it.
Yeah.
Because food is a form of artwork.
You know,
Food is a form of artwork. It's kind of like sculpting.
They even
But you do
criticized
with food.
They even criticized Gordon Ramsay. They said he was making some kind of recipe. Issachar. No. If it were me, I would just throw that away and start all over again. This is wrong.
That's just that. That's wrong. I like how he said it. He said food in Esau is either undercooked or overcooked. They don't even know what the fucking overcooked is. They get the well done. That's overcooked. That's well done.
Wasn't there a video of Gordon Ramsay went to a restaurant and he said he loves this recipe, but he did it in front of I don't know if the dude was a heathen or whatever. But then he had the heathen taste it, and the heathen's like, spit it out. It's like, no.
I don't know.
And Gordon Ramsay got humiliated.
Oh yeah, I remember for Gordon Ramsay, he also got humiliated, and he got roasted by a I believe it was an Ammonite, and Gordon Ramsay said it's good, and the dude said it's good for you, but not for me, not for the other people who like it well done.
Yo.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's one flaw Gordon Ramsay has. I mean, this is off topic though.
Not one. He has many.
He has many.
It humbles him.
One of the flaws. One of his flaws is that he's always thinking that it's good to him, but he doesn't think. That's why I can't do fucking those fancy ass restaurants. I don't like that small little portions.
They call it gourmet. Restaurant.
Gourmet my
Like,
ass.
to complete your plate, they put a freaking leaf on it, like just to look good. Like,
Until I watch shit like that, I'm like, bro, add more, bro. I don't need it looking all nice and fancy for me. But anyways, yeah.
You got food for a baby? Holy shit! Yeah, let's get back on topic. Yeah. We drifted so far, but
Yeah, we did.
It's funny though. But it's basically still the point is that, you know, these heathens they can't do shit right. They try to do it, but at the end of the day, it ends up either bland or too much.
that's why they need us, and they don't know it. They need us,
Yeah, man.
you know.
Esau could go away, man. Him and his bland food. Continuing, it says, man, you remember the fucking hey, that Edomite?
Nah, I was trying to forget that. Now. Thank you for reminding me.
No, bland food is what reminded me.
You know when you said that, you know what I remember of? Peanut butter pastas.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yo, that was the worst thing about it.
You know that peanut butter pasta was actually my idea, but he took it too far because I didn't know how to make that recipe. But he boasted that he can make that happen.
Mom did it before. I think it was way better though.
I had to learn.
I'm gonna continue. What was I? Yeah, there we go. Verse 14, it says, Yahawah of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. He had made the earth by his powers. He has established the world by his wisdom, and has stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. And he causes the vapor to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain. And he bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Damn, man.
You know, when I just thought about that little piece of that you just read, the extent of the heavens.
Yeah.
You know, you see how vast the universe is. You know, that's why it kind of bugs him out. Like, man, because there's some physics in the universe that cannot be explained. You know, because it goes into the spiritual, man. There's so much wonders up there. That's not for a mere mortal. Those wonders out there, that's for the elect. And that's YAHAWASHI, that's his throne up there. You know?
Let me get that real quick. Isaiah 14 real quick. Let me read it in NLT. I mean, Isaiah, why did you say Isaiah? Jeremiah 51 and 14. Starting here. Jeremiah 51 and 14, it says, Yahawah of heaven's armies has taken this vow and has sworn to it by his own name. Your cities will be filled with enemies, like fields swarming with locusts. They will shout out. They will shout in triumph over you.
What verse is that?
That was,
What verse?
That was Jeremiah 51 and 14. Verse 15, it says, Yahawah made the earth by his power, and he preserved it by his wisdom. With his own understanding, he stretched out the heavens. Damn. It says when he speaks in the thunder, the heavens are filled with water. That is badass, man. Let me say that. When he speaks in the thunder, the heavens are filled with water. He causes the clouds to rise over the earth. He sends the lightning. He sends the lightning with the rain, and releases the wind from his storehouses. That's a plenty of full amount of wind. Damn, imagine it. I'm gonna read on the KJV in verse 17 first. It says, every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity, work of errors. In the time of the visitation, they shall perish. Verse 17 in NLT, it says the whole. I'm gonna say, man is foolish and has no knowledge. The craftsmen are disgraced by the idols they make. For their carefully shaped works are fraud, and their idols have no breath or power. It says idols are worthless. They are ridiculous lies, and on the day of reckoning, they will all be destroyed. Alright, back to verse 19 in the KJV. I'm gonna read the rest in the KJV. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. It says, Yahawah of hosts is in his name. That's the spirit that we were talking about. The things that Jake made that the heathens took credit for example. And then we start talking about the things that heathens made and comparing it to how Jake makes it. And it's the spirit that we're talking about. It was the same book. It says, thou art my battle axe, the weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. With thee will I destroy the kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee will I break in pieces men and women. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and his maid, and the maid. also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. With thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces the captain and his rulers. I will render unto Babylon and all and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh. Remember, it's in all of this is going to happen here. You know? Because this place is the daughter of Babylon. You know? Daughter of the Chaldees. This place is what's going, the Heavenly Father is going to render in pieces. Cut asunder, man. You know? Both men and women. Every single thing is going to be destroyed here, man. You know? And he started it off with us. You see that? He started it off with us, man. Because remember what the scriptures calls the prophets, man, ultimately? That great millstone. What is the purpose of a millstone? A millstone is to take take seeds and grind them into meal. Grind them into dust. Grind them into powder. That's what a mill is supposed to be for. A great millstone. And that's through the spirit that YAHAWASHI put the spirit upon our apostles, upon our teachers, man, to name this doctrine that. Because you're seeing that it's still standing fast in everything that was spoken, man. You know? All these doctrines cannot stand the same way that great millstone stands. Because this is where YAHAWASHI's doctrine is residing. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, man.
You don't got any plain English.
Maybe. Plain English? I mean, the NLT is already plain enough. You want to read the 24?
Oh, I ended up 24.
Tell me when you want to get
This.
Damn, I can't even carry the phone right now. Phone's up, my fucking hands are freezing.
Yeah, I do kind of like the NLT too.
24.
When you're reading.
It says, this is on simple English. It's Jeremiah 51 and 24. Yahweh says, I will punish Babylon and his people for all the evil things they did to my people in Jerusalem.
Yeah, it's just the same thing in your teacher.
It says, I will repay, it says, I will repay Babylon. It says, I will repay Babylon and people of Babylonia for all the wrong they have done to my people in Jerusalem.
Word differently, but the message is still the same.
Let me continue with King David. 25. It says, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroys all the earth. It says, I would stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks.
Right here it says,
I will make thee a burnt mountain. Damn, I like how it says the NLT real quick. Let me say this. It says, look, O mighty mountain, destroyer of the earth. I am your enemy, saith Yahweh. I will raise my fist against you to knock you down from the heights. When I am finished, you will be nothing but a heap of burnt rubble. That is badass.
Yeah,
the way it
is
says in the
badass.
NLT sounds way badass.
right here, it says on 24 on simple English here, it says, Yahweh says, I am against you, Babylon, you destroyer of earth. I will reach out and knock you down, and you will be destroyed forever.
Nah, that sounds so watered down. Damn, it's like somebody fucking
Doesn't put emotion.
did backwash. Just took something that took all the flavor out and put it right back. Don't do that. My gosh, the way he says it in
And
the
the
NLT,
LTC sounds better.
in the NLT
It has-
right there,
it has-
son.
It has more depth.
It put emotion to it.
Yeah.
It put emotion to that one. It emphasized that. It did better than the KJV for once. Fucking hey.
But a lot of times the LT goes off too.
Yeah,
But in some passages,
Yeah, like for example, the verse beforehand, because that Zion is referring to the people itself, not actually in Jerusalem.
the Zion it's like it's a monument. It's like it's like a we pretty much forming a government, initial, like pushing this truth.
Continuing, it says, and they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith Yahweh. In NLT real quick, it says, you will be desolate forever. Even your stones will never again be used for building. You will be completely wiped out, said Yahweh.
Right.
And it's funny because America built their foundation off the Roman Empire. But there shall be no empire like America ever again. Because there shall be no rubble for them to take and to build a foundation off of it.
And they build it with our
see
backs.
that?
They build it with our backs, man. The foundation.
Yeah, man.
While they sit around drinking lemonade.
This is talking about America, man. Because once America is destroyed, there shall be no nation ever to take its torch. Ever. America already took the torch of the Roman Empire, and here we are again at the fall of the Roman Empire. New Roman Empire. It's funny that I don't know if you knew about it. That Elon Musk retweeted about the Roman Empire.
Yes.
About, I believe it was similarities between the Roman Empire and America. I believe it was. I'm not entirely sure. I forgot what it was. It's been a little bit.
He's obsessed with that.
Yeah, he's obsessed with the Roman Empire. Oh, and you know that armor that he wore with the bafflement on it? That was a Roman armor. That was a Roman Centurion armor.
But he's coming.
The chest plate with the vein braces. Yeah, Roman Centurion armor, man.
You know Tucker Carlson. I think he was interviewed by Redacted. That channel.
Oh, yeah.
Redacted. Yeah, he got interviewed by Redacted, and he said he was like shaking, right? Like what's going on. He mentioned that the White House is run by Satan. That's the way he said it. The White House is run by Satan. He's picking up something.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's
I remember that
scared.
time where he was asked about the UFOs, the UAPs. He didn't want to give a direct answer to it. He said, I believe they're spiritual beings. Is what he said, and all these type of things. The dude's listening to us. I won't be surprised if that guy is Jake. I won't even be surprised. At the end of the day,
Yeah, he better hope he's Jay.
he better hope he is. Yeah, he better hope. I won't be surprised though, because this dude's opened up his mouth.
Because he claimed to be a Christian, but the true Christians are actually Israelite. It's impossible to be a Christian, if you're a heathen.
Yeah, it's impossible. It is. There's no way you can believe upon YAHAWASHI if you're a heathen.
But I can understand why he said the White House is run by Satan, because here it is. He was rooting for Trump. But what Trump got in picked for his office? He picked Elon. And he picked Dr. Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
Because it's all freaking witchcraft going on in there.
Oh, that Swami guy.
Yeah.
He's with Elon Musk when it comes to cryptocurrency. So he's probably. This is the thing. Elon Musk is the creator of the brain chip. All right. Likely he's likely going to amplify the RFID, like modify it more and do some more things, considering that brain chip can do certain things with the mind, for example, control devices, for example. But the fact that Swami and Elon Musk are working together for the same thing, I'm pretty sure Swami is more into cryptocurrency than Elon Musk is. But Elon Musk is more into technology than Swami is. You see?
That's why they put Elon Musk as a secretary. Him and Vivek, they gotta work together. They put him as secretary of
finance, I think. It was.
Finance entrepreneurship or something.
I forgot. Something
You know,
like that.
pretty much how the money's gonna roll around the country. pretty much. You know,
And then you got the Dr. Oz guy, which is a medical guy. So if that RFID thing comes out, he's going to be all for it. And he's in charge of the Medicare and I believe insurance too. Was it insurance?
Medicare and Medicaid.
Medicare and Medicaid. Yeah.
You know, and man,
Those are the things. Those are the things to cover. Aren't those the things that cover for your medical expenses and stuff?
Which it signals.
The only way that they can be covered for example, with their medical, everything that has to do with medical things is going to be tied to the RFID. And it's funny is that the advertisement that's on his own fucking page about the RFID mentions that. He said exactly the same fucking words we said. Everything's going to be on there. He says your birth certificate, your social security, your medical records, your date of birth. When you go to some place and you require any of that, you don't gotta worry about bringing your documents because everything's already there. Oh my gosh, man! How many times the sense gotta be knocked into certain niggas out there, man? Because you are niggas, you dudes, man. You guys are stupid as fuck. A lot of you dum-dums out there that are not teaching what the mark of the beast is, man. We're already near the end, very, very close to the end. So if you want to get your stuff straight, man, get your shit right now.
The time is now, not tomorrow, not in the next few hours, because a lot's been happening in an hour actually, not in a day now.
Man, overnight.
Because
fucking night, you go to sleep at night. You know, you get fucking Ukraine attacking Russia and shit like that, Israel being attacked or Israel attacking and these type of things. The Israel and Iran and all these dudes, they're proxy wars, man. It's the same fucking thing that has started World War.
It's no longer a proxy.
I'm glad this shit is happening. Oh yeah.
It's no longer a proxy.
What was it? Iran's trying to ally with. Was it Iran? Was trying to ally with Russia?
It's Yemen.
Yemen. Yemen.
Yemen is allied with Russia. You know, Iran has already been a partner of Russia. But it's just spilling over. It's no longer proxy anymore. Because now you hear Vladimir Putin talking about Great Britain, talking about America, you know, directly now. Because it was too obvious what happened when Biden allowed Ukraine to shoot American missiles to Russia, and Britain allowed Ukraine to shoot British missiles to Russia. So now it's obvious. It's official World War III. It's just going to get a lot hotter and a lot hotter. So it's going to be evidently there's like World War III is already.
Yo, and it only has been getting hotter.
Right.
It only has been ever since it started.
And it goes to it will not tarry. This because it's escalating. It's escalating. It seems like it was delaying, but now it's getting faster and faster. It's picking up speed.
Don't it tarry. Wait for it. For surely come, and it will not tarry.
Not tarry. Not tarry.
Yeah,
Yo,
even
Habakkuk
right there.
Yo, even though it may have seemed like that it was delaying, it never went down. It never got better.
Right.
All it ever did is slow down, but it starts picking up. It's starting to pick up like crazy.
Right. So for you 2/3 and the one who questioned this true, you know, because of your lack of belief, to you it seems like it's going slow, but evidently it's going to catch up to you, and you're going to see, oh snap! But to the prophets, it's been speeding up.
That's why they're not occupied in prophecy. It says, when thou seest parts of these signs pass, then ye shall know that the Most High shall begin to visit the world that He made. But part of the signs have already long passed.
Right.
The Most High is visiting.
I'm starting to realize a lot of people now are starting to see.
And they're gonna remember. They're gonna think about us. You know, they should know that our prophets have been among you, pretty much. You know,
We're just gonna have to write them.
that's when it's too late. You know, you don't want to go for too late and believe, because you know what? You will believe. You will have faith. Problem is, it's too late. You can't put no work. You can't put no work when there's all calamity going on. You can't be in a corner. You know, I believe I see this corner. You know what? Let me go in the corner in the street. Hey, you know the world's gonna. It's not gonna make
Yeah,
sense.
that's why
because everybody's too busy running to and fro.
Yeah, it says this.
It's not their office.
It says that they shall seek him early.
Shall not find me.
Yeah, he said it at the same
yeah.
time.
That,
Yeah.
yeah. Then they shall call upon me. Was it when their desolation cometh? Then they shall call upon me, and shall not find me.
Yeah, and
They shall seek me early. Was it?
It says as their desolation cometh as a whirlwind, then shall they call upon me, but they shall not find
Oh
me.
no, I shall not answer.
Oh yeah, and I shall not answer.
Shit.
Yeah, we're piecing together the scripture from memory.
You're gonna see these scoffers like running to us, like.
I'm sorry, I was wrong.
I was wrong. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. It's like
That is the thing.
now you want to.
No,
Oh,
that-
man.
that
You'll
is
be
the
laughing at your calamity.
That is if they find us, because remember it says they shall they shall try to look for us. They shall not find us. That's the plan of the work.
There's a lot of
They should go to the sea, from the north even to the west. Was it north even to the what? It said the north even to the east of the west. I forgot what it is. I think it's west.
but we're actually
I forgot,
paraphrasing.
I forgot.
They're gonna be looking all over the place for us. They're not gonna find us. And you know
All
what?
over.
Yeah, I think it was west.
As a factual,
I think it's north even to the west.
and the reason the prophets aren't gonna be around is either because we went into hiding, the spirit of YAHAWASHI, and some of us will be taken, and get thrown into prisons.
That's right.
Or out there. That's why they're not gonna find us.
That's right.
Because people are gonna notice that this is really happening. When Esau's pushing the RFID too. This is really, man. I gotta find these guys. Maybe they got something else they can tell us. They're not gonna find us. It's too late, man. Too late. Let me stop there. Let me read this little precept, even though it's watered down. It said, Yahweh says, no one will even use a stone from your ruins to build something new.
Oh, yo, that's a good one because it says ruins there. But like I said earlier,
Now, let me finish. But you will be completely destroyed and left empty forever.
like I said before, America built its foundations are built off of the remnants of the Roman Empire. So whatever the Roman Empire's system that was left behind, like you remember the heavenly, yeah, you know how it says in Revelations that deadly wound was healed. America is how that deadly wound was healed. Because that wound that it had was from Rome.
When you see the statue, the image from Nebuchadnezzar, right?
Yeah.
That his foot looks all patched up. It's like you might as well just put tape, bubble gum, and anything they're trying to bend it in there.
It was supposed to be precious metals from the top. Then as it goes down, it starts degrading.
Right.
It starts degrading all the way to the feet, gets the mud.
And it shows a stone hitting the foot, and when you hit the foot, the whole statue collapses.
That's the whole foundation gone.
And that's YAHAWASHI.
No getting back up.
Yeah, that's the YAHAWASHI hitting. Bah! Like he's taking the fucking kingdom. I mean, he's fucking collapsing on your ass.
Great force. Great force, man.
He's coming, man. YAHAWASHI, man. He's not gonna play, man.
He's not coming as a man.
Nah.
Yeah, bro, that's good shit.
Yeah.
I shall not meet thee as a man.
That's it.
He's got dyed garments from Basra.
That's right. The last kingdom that will be ruling when YAHAWASHI comes down is Edom.
Right.
He doesn't like to admit that. No, what are you talking about? Edom has been done away with.
What are you talking about?
You
What
know?
about these other nations? What about these other nations?
How do you explain Rome?
The other nations aren't as great in power as you are. You see, America, you got America, and then you got Russia too. Both of you guys are Edomites, but you guys are always boasting weaponry. And then China's like, me too, like back there, like that in the back. Because Moab is, he's like second to Esau, man, when it comes to pride. That's why he wants to stick his nose. He wants to stick his nose like, me too.
And they're trying to hide behind Japheth. No. It's the so-called white man is the tribe of Japheth. There's nowhere in the scripture that Japheth is in the end of the world ruling.
Yeah, man. Remember
there's not much talk about that.
Edom in the day of Jerusalem, saying, race it, even to the foundation thereof. What nation has ever said that? Esau wants to erase us from the face of the fucking earth. He literally dehumanizes us.
He spoke about it and he put it in action. How? Whitewashing every freaking thing, you know?
Yeah, man. It said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If not, where and who is he? If there was no one, where and who is the one that made his image, made the image of the judges like this?
And it was known. It was known
Alright,
that
get the fuck out of here with that.
It was known that Rome was conquered by Esau, anyways, and you know, and they're still pushing Rome today. So obviously Esau's still here.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Man,
but they don't want to admit that.
that's
They get shaken. They get shaken.
It's a stupid debate. It's a stupid debate. If you want to find your answer, go do your damn research. You're gonna come out with the same answer we had. You know, us. You know, starting our apostles on down. You know, damn.
Yo, if this
You know,
one,
that's every Edomite think about Rome. Not
Yeah.
just Elon Musk.
I
For some
remember
reason.
that. I remember that.
yo, if this one thing I hate,
How often do you think about Rome?
if there's one thing I hate it when for example, the scoffers, they say no, it's not, yet they never researched a day in their life about it.
Yeah,
They're just
like,
saying no, it's not.
they just like to talk.
That's one
You
thing
know?
I really
They
hate.
like opinions.
If you're gonna put
opinions.
an opinion on something, research it your damn self.
They're too lazy, man. They got information right on their fingertips, and they don't even bother.
Hey, that's
know?
what I'm talking about.
They just like to see somebody dancing and twerking and whatever.
It's funny you said that because remember the Super Bowl commercial with those
exactly.
quote UFOs, but nobody ever even they even talked about the hearing in there. Elizondo was in there talking about the hearing, and then people just brushed it off. Just like showed the person sort of TikTok with the Elizondo thing, and they went up and that was something dancing.
Yeah. Let me see the comment. Just in case we missed it. Can you see it through there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we it.
Anybody home?
Nope.
Alright, I bought you one on Yahakuram.
Oh my God, speaking of.
Barakatah Yahawah.
Barakatah Yahawah.
Barakatah Yahawashi.
Barakatah Yahawashi.
Barakatah Yahawah.
Barakatah Yahawah.
Barakatah
Barakatah
Yahawashi.
Yahawashi.
Barakatah
Barakatah
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Barakatah
Barakatah
Yahawashi.
Yahawashi. Oh my gosh, this dude's so fast. It's like
All praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, Alright, no wonder that this can't session was edifying you brothers and you female sisters. I'm gonna leave it off with the Shemai prayer. So Shemai, Yasharallah, Yahawah, Alahainawa, Yahawah, Achat,
Abba!
Shalom. Shalom.
Surprise me. We'll keep